just being straight up front, this has killed my business. Since we've been in business, the Treehouse has been in business, we were rated #1 in TripAdvisor. We normally only got 5-star reviews. After that night, the following reviews came in. With that one review, we dropped down to #7 in the TripAdvisor markings, and we're still going down. From the first of the year, we had over 73,000 tala in cancellations for bookings for the Treesort. That's not counting my restaurant. And then we've actually had more bookings this year, or more cancellation than bookings. We're just barely getting by, and it's not fair because we are being treated like it was our fault. You know, we feel like people are looking at us and talking about us like, don't go to Lupesina because it's dangerous. I think I have one of the safest resorts. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I hit all the points. This was my retirement. I put everything I had in savings, because when I first came over here, my first resort was taken out by a tsunami. Another one happened to me was a person stole a foreign investment, a lot of money. My last chance was the Treehouse, and I invested everything I have in this Treehouse. Things were going good till this rape, and this rape has ruined me. The first thing I'd really like to say is our deepest sympathy goes out to Tom and Angie. But what happened that night was we had a great time that evening. Tom caught a fish, and the girls prepared it for him, and they had a great dinner. They had some drinks afterwards, and we had fun. About 10 o'clock they went to bed for their flight, and we knew they were going to be picked up at 3 o'clock. So we always prepared dinners or breakfasts for them, our guests, when they leave. And so we got up and made the coffee and was getting things ready, and the taxi driver was here waiting, and we realized that they weren't getting ready. And so Victoria went down to the Treehouse to find out why. And that's when she walked in on the rapist, best way to put it. I don't even want to say the animal's name. It wasn't just a walk-in. He beat her up while she was screaming for help. I came running, and obviously she stopped the rape, or whatever was going to happen next. I came running. The taxi driver pointed to the direction he went, and I chased him in the dark the best I could, and I couldn't find him because I guess I went the wrong way from what the police said. We came back. Victoria was taken care of. Tom and Angela, she untied them. Did the best we could to comfort them as we called the police. And the police came and did their investigation, and that was the last time we seen Tom and Angela. It was a very sad night for Samoa and our business in Lupesina. You see the Treehouse, it's 40 feet off the ground. This man came in at 2 in the morning, it's totally dark, crawled up the front of that Treehouse, climbed over the top of that roof, which is a Lao roof. If anybody's been on a Lao roof, you know how slippery it is. And from the second-story deck came down an outside pole. Now this pole I'm talking about is holding up the deck. It's a post. And he started out at 40 feet off the ground, and outside he slid down to 30 feet off the ground, the second floor. Then he went through, which nobody's talking about, is an open door. The door was open from his statement, his guilty statement at the police department. That's what he said on the statement of the police department. So I think my resort's very safe, and if you ask any of my other guests, they feel safe here. Well, you know, I like the Prime Minister review straight up, and I don't agree with what he said because I came to Samoa 7 years ago. I found Samoa over 20 years ago and kept coming back for vacations because I felt safe here. I moved over and started this business as a semi-retirement and made the commitment. So what he said, I disagree with, because Samoa is a safe place. This is a dangerous criminal that escaped from wherever was at the hospital and did a lot of damage to tourism, Samoa's reputation, our reputation, and the businesses hurt our business. So he's hurt so many people, and sorry just doesn't get it. Security issues. You know, with this guy that's happened, we have security when we have a lot of guests at the security house up above, and that's to keep people from coming down, to keep their privacy. At the nighttime, we have locks on all the doors. It's that high off the ground. You hear my dog in the background. We have dogs, when they hear noise, they do that. They didn't hear nothing that night. Nothing would have stopped this man. He would have crawled over any fence, just like the other resorts. You know, you can go around where nobody's at and jump over the fence. You think a fence will be any problem with the guy that climbed up 40 feet in a tree? No, it's not. And also, is it harder to go in a tree house that's off the ground or something that's on the ground where you just walk through the door? You know, I think there's kind of security issues right there. I think my place is very safe. Nothing has ever happened. This is the only incident that's ever happened to us, and now everyone's saying security. Build a fence. What good would a fence do here when there's no one around? I love Samoa, and I don't know everything that's going on because I stay out of politics. All I know is that hurt us, and I can't comment on something that I don't know about. I will not, because that makes people look like fools. You know, and the one other thing, it's hurt our restaurant. You know, our restaurant, a lot of the local people would come, and we have great food. Everyone has a good time because we specialize to our guests, and the people come to the restaurant. That's why it's reservations only. And since this has happened, nothing. Nobody's coming. You know, just our guests, that very few that come. Like I said, it's just really disappointing. And we were trying to stay in the background of this whole thing. But after everything that's being said, and it seems like people are throwing darts at me, I've had enough. Samoa is a very safe place to be. I moved here because of the way it is. The people are very friendly. It's not commercialized like the other islands. If you want to experience the South Pacific culture, this is the place to come. I love Samoa. That's all I can say about that. Please come and stay with us. One other thing I'd like to say about Victoria is that without Victoria, putting her life on the line, who knows what he would have done. You know, you can't speculate, but who knows what he would have done. So, if anything, thank God for Victoria, thank God for Samoa, and please protect this island.